Welcome back, everybody, to Fox News Live. Big breaking news out of the Big Apple today. Eric Adams dropping out of the New York City mayoral race.
New York City has become almost like a third world country. Now, I use the word almost because I'm being very kind. When you walk around New York City, it doesn't even feel like you are in America. It is an embarrassment. The Democrats should be ashamed of themselves. They have destroyed this city. Now, if you're wondering, talk to you, what happened? Well, instead of me telling you what happened, let me simply show you what happened.
It ain't an album release party until the mayor get here.
And you know this is going to be a hot album.
You already know.
Frank knows how to do it.
This mayor spent his first 2 years in office. He was too busy partying with every celebrity on the planet. This man forgot he was mayor.
He's released a video confirming his campaign is ending, and obviously we're going to work on getting that for you. In that video, Adams goes on to say it's been an honor to be your mayor, and then, of course, he goes on to tout his many victories over his first term.
Now, let me name some of those victories for you guys. Mayor Eric Adams called all the illegal migrants that were coming to this country. He said, come to New York. We are going to take care of you. And he was not kidding. This man spent almost $7 billion of the taxpayers' money to take care of those illegal migrants, from nice hotels, from free food, even pocket money. Those are the accomplishments of the mayor.
In that video, Adams goes on to say it's been an honor to be your mayor, and then, of course, he goes on to tout his many victories over his first term. We want to welcome in Fox News senior correspondent Eric Shawn. He is live with the very latest. Eric, surprised or not so much?
Well, actually, it's a stunning development, Kevin. People have been talking about this for several weeks, whether he will drop out or not. Yesterday, in an interview, he said that he would consider that. But it does reshuffle the race, and experts say it is the one possibility to try and stop Democratic Socialist radical Zoran Mamdani from winning in this mayoral race. You know, Eric Adams had high hopes when he first was elected. He had been a former police officer, took moderate positions, but they were dashed by a corruption probe and other issues. So he decided to quit because of his low poll numbers and the fact that he just couldn't raise any money. He was placing fourth in this race. His popularity has plummeted after he was charged with bribery and accepting illegal campaign contributions. Those charges dropped. Amid accusations, he made a deal with President Trump, something both deny. Adams said he just couldn't go on because he said with these fundraising problems and questions about his viability, he could not see a path to continue.
Eric Adams was so hungry for fame. He was so hungry for power. He forgot he was the mayor. And by the time he realized he was, in fact, the mayor, it was too late. He was too busy hanging out in Hollywood. He was too busy giving P. Diddy key of the city. For what? I have no idea.
This leaves Mamdani facing former Governor Andrew Cuomo. He's running as a moderate against the far-left socialist Mamdani, and they've clashed on issues from Mamdani's anti-Israel positions to his promises of free services and raising taxes. Mamdani's polled numbers show that he's had a 20-point lead over Cuomo, but you know, Kevin, that could now change with the focus on this race. The fact that the incumbent mayor is out. He'd been polling around 8%. A lot of New Yorkers may really be focusing on some of Mamdani's out there far-left radical ideological positions. The other candidate, Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa, he is well-known, founder of the Guardian Angels, a conservative activist for a long time. He's been polling ahead of the incumbent mayor and has vowed that he would not drop out of the race, even though he's been warning about the dangers if Mamdani is elected.
Although we would love for Sliwa to become the mayor, but New York City is too radical. I think New York City need a couple more years of difficult challenges in order for them to open their eyes and realize they actually need a Republican leadership. So again, although we would love Sliwa to be the mayor of New York City, but the risk is too high to allow Sliwa and Cuomo to remain in the race while Mamdani is on his way to destroy this nation. And I don't trust Mamdani for many reasons. I don't believe he loves this country. I don't believe he loves New York. I believe he's on a mission intentionally to destroy this city. That's what I believe in. Now, do I have evidence? No, I do not. But that's what I believe in. Trump is gonna have to speak with Sliwa and take care of Sliwa, because Sliwa has been working, man. Sliwa has been working. He's on the train. He's been putting the work. So I think Trump is gonna have to take good care of Sliwa.
But you know, some in the GOP are saying today there could be pressure on him to quit too, as a last-ditch effort to try and stop Mamdani from winning. In his statement in which he gave, in which he decided to quit, Adams did not mention Mamdani by name. You know, the 33-year-old assemblyman has no managerial experience. He's only been in the New York Assembly for like 2 terms.
No, he has no experience at all. Not just managerial experience. This is a kid that was raised in a rich family that think everything should be for free because he never had to work hard to earn anything. He thinks everything just comes for free. So that's why his plan is to give everything for free. Free education, free healthcare, free bosses. This is not how it works.
But in his speech, the mayor criticized politicians who he said are out for themselves and what he called insidious forces who were, quote, pushing radical, divisive agendas in city politics. We haven't had anything like this since 1969. Mario Procaccino, John Lindsay. Back then, Lindsay was a Republican, lost that, and he went on to win. So we'll have to see what happens. The last mayor who bounced out was William O'Dwyer. That's when he was appointed as ambassador to Mexico under corruption charges then. Then they go back to Jimmy Walker. He was the mayor of the Jazz Age, and he fled New York with his mistress to Europe. So a lot of New York history, but nothing like this, Kevin.
Nothing quite like this. I'm going to put you on the spot. 51-49. Sliwa drops out in the coming days?
Well, I'll have to see. I've covered Curtis Sliwa for decades. We'll have to see what happens. He probably knows that the only way potentially to try and deal with Mamdani is to make it a Cuomo Mamdani race. It's an overwhelming Democratic city, but we did elect Fiorello LaGuardia. We did elect Rudy Giuliani. So anything can happen.
I'm sure Eric Adams deciding to drop out now. I'm sure he's getting something from Trump, and that's one thing. That's one thing that frustrates me. It's like a lot of people, they destroy the lives of the American people, and there's no accountability. They carry on, they got rewarded, and then they move on. It's like, come on, man. Andrew Cuomo decided to remain in the race because obviously he does not understand no means no, if you know what I mean. But sadly right now, Andrew Cuomo seems to be the only person that could potentially stop this communist on Mamdani. So although Andrew Cuomo himself is horrible, so now we have horrible versus evil. So we may have to get back. So we may have to back up Andrew Cuomo and hope for the best I will say this. I will still give Eric Adams a little bit of respect because he decided to drop out, even though he knew there's no way he was gonna win. But because he did not follow his ego and remain in the race and hurt Andrew Cuomo or Sliwa, him deciding to drop out, I'll give him a little bit of credit. Just a little bit. But yeah, it's the next couple of weeks is going to be very interesting to see what's happening in New York City. I predict Sliwa in the next 10 days is going to drop out. That's my prediction. Mark my words. As always, thanks guys for watching. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment, let me know what you think as I continue to bring more, but most importantly, better content. As you guys can see, I'm a small channel, small content creator, but I'm here promoting and upholding conservative values because this is what I believe in. I believe this is what is the backbone. Listen, I'm still learning English, all right? I'm still learning English. But I believe those conservative values, those are the backbone of this country, so we have to get on board and promote them. For far too long, us conservatives, we've been staying quiet and watching the lunatic left destroying this country, destroying our children, and indoctrinating our children. Now it's time to fight back. Now it's time to speak up and promote conservative values, God, family, country. As always, may God bless you and may God bless this great nation. May God bless the United States of America. Stay safe.